You just carry on and keep moving fast. I turned off the highway, pulled into town. I'm fancy free, darling, and I've traveled around. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Tell me, where can I run to? Tell me, how have I sinned when you cry like a rainstorm and howl like the wind? So who shall I start with? Tell me how to begin when you cry like a rainstorm and howl like the wind. My thoughts are lost in memories that keep me free. No, if all the stars would shine, they would not help me see. Don't you know that sometimes I'm up, most times down? Where can I run to? Tell me, how have I sinned? You cry like a rainstorm and you howl like the wind. But my life isn't easy and my love never seems to last. So I keep on carrying on, darling. I just keep moving fast. I turned off the true. I know you're leaving me, but I'm leaving too. You won't forget me or the sound of my name. Please believe I feel the same. It seems so empty now. Close the door. Ain't it hard to believe that you ever lived this way before? All that nothing caused it all that pain. Please believe I feel the same. Broken soul, and I know a heart that's breaking. You can't make it whole until you know what has been taken. And all those pieces, that you find them on your own. I said goodbye, now you know it's true. You say you're leaving me, but honey, I'm leaving too. You won't forget me or the sound of my name. Please believe I feel the same. Please believe I feel the same. Such a clever innocence with which you do your sorcery, as if somehow your years would bound. Let that young boy go free. Well, I thought I was a child until you turned and smiled. just never let love slow me down. So lonely and so wild till you turn and smile. By now I should have long been gone, but here I am holding on as if I didn't know which way to run. trouble down. Yes, baby, I've been drinking. I shouldn't come by, no. But I found myself in trouble, darling, and I had no place else to go. I got some whiskey from the barman, got some cocaine from a friend, and I had to keep on moving, baby, till I was back in your arms again. Well, I'm guilty, honey, I'm guilty, and I'll be guilty all the rest of my life. How come I never do what I'm supposed to do? Nothing I try to do ever turns out right. You know how it is with me, baby. You know I just can't stand myself. It takes a whole lot of medicine, darling.
we talked about this in the entrance. It's a little tricky in the Tiki. They were gonna kind of like just kind of come out. We're like, pay no attention to those musicians behind the curtain.
We tried to fit behind the bass. But...
They could probably fit behind me.
That's the after show.
That's the You know, the first time you guys played here, there was talk about an after show too. Remember, you were like, "It feels like maybe there's a burlesque show here later." I don't know why Megan thought that. Crazy. I know. It's actually more crazy as I haven't had a burlesque show here yet. I got to get on. I got to get my people on that. I am so glad that you guys are here tonight. I'm glad that you didn't let the threat of gusty winds, because if you follow Misner Smith and their bootleg history, which you should, by the way, because it's a really great history. Weather seems to always sort of factor in. The first time they were going to play here was in May,
Yeah.
and it was May. We don't usually get rain. We had a threat of like terrible thunderstorms and wind and rain, and we were going to have to be inside and then outside, and maybe we weren't going to have it, and then and it all ended up wonderful.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
that was a beautiful show. And then the second one was in COVID era, which was a live stream in the wintertime. And that's when it was really, really bad. And I think you were taking care of your parents and stuff. And so we did what I called we started doing live streams. So I called it the Tiki flipped inside out or something. And so we actually took the stage and I put it back there, like where Mary is. So there'd be all kinds of, wind and stuff to keep everybody safe. And it was like, I'm not kidding you, it was like 36 degrees or something, and I had the propane heater, I had the fire pit, I had my radiant heaters all, and Megan had on your fingerless gloves, and the frost was coming out. It was like, the fact that you kept your instruments in tune. They really weren't, but we gave them. We really cut them some slack that night, because it was like, that was crazy. And then the third one was you opened.
We were out there the last time, but it was quite.
But it was but it was the first show after. It was the first live show after all the COVID stuff. Yeah. So there was it wasn't weather. It was just a little thing called COVID then that we were going up against.
That one was just socially.
It was just socially. And now we had the gusty winds, and so it's obviously Mother Nature loves the bootleg. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, because she always manages to take care of us and let us have the shows. So, sound engineer Mary, is something amiss? Did we forget to turn our speaker on? She's humming. This is when she's nervous, she starts humming. It's like, which does make you feel like, it must not be anything too big. She's just humming along. So.
That's because she turned it on.
Mm.
I like how everybody's helping. This is
I know. It's like when you're on a plane. Is there a doctor in the house? It's like, do we have a sound tech in the house? We need. We good? Okay. All right. Keep talking. Oh my God, that is so hard for me, Mary. Keep talking. I just need somebody to follow me around in my life to say that. Just keep talking, Cassie. Okay. So, although it is rare, it's pretty distracting with her doing that. What else can I talk about? So we have the microphone. I think the problem is not. We do have the microphone turned the right way. That was also another time when they were here. It was like these guys were the first ones to use this Myrtle microphone. That it was one of my COVID purchases. I've heard like a lot of people who like buy tech stuff like during COVID, right? It was all like, what other technology can I buy to like make myself feel better? And so this was a microphone that I bought during COVID, because I was seeing people use it on live streaming, and it seemed like I would watch them and they didn't have it, and then I'd watch them and they did have it, and it was like, oh my gosh, that sounds really great. And so I bought it, we didn't use it, and I convinced these guys, hey, we should try this, because I'd seen them, that should maybe be plugged in. I'm guessing.
No, it's
it's not that. All right.
It's not that. false alarm.
That's false alarm. Okay. Well, you know.
What? Oh, am I only hearing myself through the monitor? Is that
No,
it?
you're hearing yourself through that one.
It's in the right
Yeah.
speaker.
Oh, it's in the right, but just not the left.
Okay. I mean, we keep talking a little bit.
So,
You can tell
So-
a story about the mic.
yeah, this is actually a pretty funny story. So I was all very excited about this microphone, and I'd seen that they were using a condenser microphone on their live streams, and I know a lot of you folks are here because of your Misner Smith fans, and what they did during COVID with the live stream was beautiful, right? Like, yes, kept a lot of people sane, and it was like really beautiful to see how artists pivoted. So I'd seen them using a condenser mic, so I was like, hey, I've got this beautiful Myrtle. You guys would be great to try it out the first time. And so there's this little, just so you guys know, there's a tiny little sticker right here that says front.
And there's an arrow.
And it's an arrow that points towards me. And I just thought when I like front, right? It's like it should face the front of the stage. So luckily they got here early because it took a set. I don't know how long that sound. It was the longest sound check we've ever had. And these guys were so sweet because we'd tape them and then Mary'd go, come back, listen on the headphones. And they were like, it's okay. It sort of sounds like I'm in a bathtub but it's picking up the fire pit really well. And that's down there.
You guys sounded louder than
Yeah,
us.
exactly. Yeah, Mary and I are talking and you could hear us, but like these guys are like, well, you sound a lot better than that. Sorry, that was a horrible impression. But so it was like 45 minutes into the sound check, we realized the microphone was backwards. Literally, when it was like 20 minutes before doors opened or something, right? And these guys didn't even break a sweat. They were just like, they remained calm and patient, and it was incredibly impressive, almost as impressive as right now. Oh my gosh! So what's that? We're gonna not worry about it. We got one speaker. We're good. We're good with one speaker. You know what? Here's what I always say. I'm just a little house concert, right? I'm not the Mandavi yet. When I'm the Mandavi, you guys are my first concert.
We'll face it the right way.
We will. I absolutely adore these two as musicians and as people. You know, when you start a little house concert thing like this, and Robin knows that, you know it's going to be great, but you have absolutely no idea how great it's going to be. Because getting to call these people friends and laugh with them before the show and, share this history now that we have is beautiful and incredible. And I'm really glad that you guys are here tonight to experience these guys. Sam, Megan, Misner, and Smith.
Thank you so much. How about that reveal, huh? Yeah. We rehearsed this whole opening. Yeah. The remix.
All our shows are heavily scripted, and they go through an extensive process of troubleshooting, and then you get to see the final product. So it's all very much on purpose. Everything you see up here.
All right. Well, without further ado.
Yeah.
On that day, blew the clouds all her way and left her to walk in the haze. Though the sun was not bright, her footsteps fell light, for not one single question plagued her mind. Above her rhododendrons rose, and the mockingbirds composed songs which had neither meaning nor direction. Their music gently fell like 1,000 silver bells to envelop and twirl all around her. edge of the sea, she fell down upon her knees. Tears of joy leapt and met the waves. Laying cradled in the sand, she felt a pulse run through the land. She knew that the world was breathing with her. The crescent moon hung like a bow, aimed at the ocean down below, till it sank in the depths of its waters. The wind's fingers through her hair, and her laughter filled the air with a burst of wild spinning patterns. Clouds all her way and left her to walk in the haze. Though the sun was not bright, her footsteps fell light, for not one single question plagued her mind. Above her rhododendrons rose, and the mockingbirds composed songs which had neither meaning nor direction. Music gently fell like 1,000 silver bells to envelop and twirl all around her, all around her, all around her. Thanks so much. Thank you. How great it is to see all of you here tonight, and anyone tuning in online too.
Hi.
We can't see you. Well, some of you we can. No, that's just kidding. Always good to say something a little creepy early on in the show. I think I'm at number 2. I'm at number 2, I think,
Okay.
so far.
Yeah, I never learned that rule. That's an interesting rule. I guess just to make sure that the rest of the show doesn't feel as creepy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Cool, we got a good inside joke going so far. That's good.
So this next tune is one that we wrote pretty much together all the way early on in our partnership together. We celebrated 18 years playing music together in March.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
thank you. And this is from way back when. This
Yeah.
is 2006, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's called, wait, what is it called? It's been a long time. No. The Length of a Song.
There you go.
Oh, I'm going to tune that.
Tune that, yeah, there you go.
The tuning of a song.
There you go.
Do you like it so far? Is it, yeah. Yeah, that's why we keep playing it after all this time. It always pulls the audience right in. Okay. He's here and he's gone. for the length of the song, where he sets her upon a throne that can never be seen to be used by a queen. So she sits in between all alone. Her king is consumed by the wars to be waged, killing for God and the truths of the age, leaving his queen condemned to a cage of gold. He crafts his songs well, so that no one can tell that the royalty's been quite deceived. But the jester is keen and can read in between the lines that the troubadour weaves. When the queen falls asleep, her thoughts tend to leap to a world where she's just an unknown. In the troubadour's dreams, her majesty pleads, and the guillotine looms in his bones. The court is so stale, each one of them pale, as they stare down upon him like stones. Two hearts are alive that secretly thrive on a love that is always postponed. Round the campfire flames, dice is his game, and the numbers proclaim him a king. But fortune was cruel, and she tipped like a stool, and left him a fool who could sing. He sweeps up a handful of silver he's won, worthless he thinks since his heart's been undone. Curses the stars and threatens the sun he will fold. He's here and he's gone, for the length of the song. Thank you. Thank you. We're having to get used to like a live audience. We've been doing these live stream shows for so long, and then I just end up kind of doing a little awkward chuckle at the end of each song. I realize, like, oh no, there's
Like,
humans. I'll still chuckle. Yeah, you're all lurkers.
This is what you all look like.
I feel like we're the ones who've been lurking online for like 2 years,
Yeah.
just hoping somebody else is out there.
Hi, we're here. Is anyone listening? And you were. Oh yeah, I gotta unplug this.
You want me to hold that for
Yes,
you?
hold that. See, we're working on our live show again.
We're also not used to being unplugged.
But damn, it's worth it.
We don't mind.
Oh, good. All right. Well, those were a couple of older songs for us, and we thank you so much. We were just about to head into the studio before when the pandemic started, and with a batch of new songs, and we haven't been able to get there yet. But that's
Making plans,
we're
though.
making plans, and keep your ears open because we're going to be shouting about it in the coming time. Time's all relative now, so. But so we had some of these new songs that we wanted to play some of them tonight. I mean, now they're a couple of years old, some of them, but
They still
everything-
feel new to us.
They still
yeah.
they are new. They are new. So, and we might even remember them. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
This one the title of it comes from a writing that Woody Guthrie did, and this one phrase really struck me. And he mentioned tears and ink run about the same riptides is the line that Woody used. And tears and ink, I just thought, well, that's something I can relate to. So that's what this song became. One, two, 3, and cold as New Year's Eve, trembling in my sleeves. Now you're gone and I've slipped out of gear. I'll get by some way, but until that day, can't we just pretend that I'm not here? I can't tell if I'm well. Maybe I'm just dressing for the show. Oh, always finding signs, tracing back our lines. This ghost light has been shining now for years. I can't get near the ground. This silence has a sound. So what's with all this ringing in my ears? I can't tell if I'm well. Maybe I'm just dressing for the show. I can't tell if I'm well. Maybe I'm just dressing for the show. Well, I don't know. Fresh as New Year's Day, I got 1,000 things to wait. Yeah, but maybe I need a different point of view. It's true. I've mixed my tears with ink. I may be on the brink of a breakdown and a revelation too. I can't tell I'm just dressing for the show. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm well. Maybe I'm just dressing for the show. Well, I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you. There's the magical sound of wind chimes in the background there.
Is this anyone's first kind of show back out seeing live music? Just curious. Awesome.
Nice.
Well, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for coming out. This is near our first, really. I mean, this is
Yeah.
our first proper thing in a while.
Proper. There's
Yeah.
nothing proper about this show.
Well, there you go. That's true. We did a couple of concerts in our driveway, is all I meant.
That's
Just
true.
kind of like, hey, anybody want to come hear some music? That didn't feel super proper, but it also was a lot of fun. So
Well, if anything, these last 2 years have shown us we never would have expected those live stream shows from our living room to become what they did for us and for people who reached out and shared how much they've meant. And thank you to everyone for that.
I mean, the truth is, we didn't really make it happen. You
Well,
guys did.
We had something to do with
We
it.
just
but
sort of like spent some time online being ourselves, which wasn't a hard job. So it was
Yeah.
really, really cool to have everybody show up and make that community happen.
Yeah. But what it showed us, doing these shows in our driveway even, is that how accessible music can be, and as one of the arts, that is just can be so flexible. So grateful to be doing it.
Oh yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, sorry.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Everything's fine. So good.
It's my face. Don't worry about it. It's a long inside joke.
Don't worry, it's just my face.
Yeah. I have no control over the expressions that are made here. It's just, sometimes it's frightening for other people.
Deep in the night, the moon's almost down. Silence has savagely covered this town. Lying awake, cold, restless thoughts have gathered around you and tied you in knots. Tired and lonesome, lost as a ship whose compass is broken, whose sails are all ripped. Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't just turn back. After discovering paradise cracked. You spent all your money on schemes that went south. They lived and they died on the edge of your mouth, desperately searching, spinning a line, but circumstance curses you most of the time. Why don't you change something, shake off the rust? If there ain't no one here but yourself you can trust. Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't just turn back. After discovering paradise cracked, shells full of wisdom, gathering dust. The words on the pages seem bankrupt and bust. You've read all the poets, you've written some tunes, but sought inspiration alone in your room, chasing a fatal American dream, as false as a lover, a broken heart fiend. Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't just turn back. After discovering paradise cracked, Madeline, Madeline, close your eyes and sleep again. Ain't no way forward, but you can't just turn back. After discovering paradise cracked,
Thank you. Can we just have a little hand for all the folks who made the bootleg what it is? Cassie, everyone. I shouldn't use the
Cassie's
past tense.
posse.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
making this happen.
There's a name, isn't there? The Phillies. How could I forget? It's my favorite. Yeah, yes. All of everybody who makes this possible, Cassie and all the hard work. You guys should see the checklist. It is like a full-on theatrical stage management checklist that happens before this show. They pull out all the stops. They work really hard. So
Except for the left speakers.
The truth is, people probably wouldn't have even noticed.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have.
There's no texts here, but maybe there needs to be. Yeah, back here.
It's working now.
It's, oh, is it working now? All right. Well, we just needed that special little something. Yeah. One, two, one, two.
Let me guess you've had a date. Came out behind every truth you tried to say. Came out a lie. Time doesn't take, it flows. Soon the child will crawl, I know. And there's still love where we began. Looking out from where I stand. Lining up the rules to break just to survive. All the smiles you'll have to fake once you arrive. Time doesn't race, it slows. Crawls a while, wears out your clothes. Standing still will take its toll. Take it from this threadbare soul. Tight and cinch your braids. Stick to your line. When your rope has snapped and frayed, reach out for mine. Time is a trick, it folds, curves and twists, and when you're old, faded songs tease yesterdays. Round and round this jukebox maze. Caught a curse, or so you claim. Yeah, fate's been unkind. So grit your teeth and set your aim. Step from your blind. Time doesn't speak, it shows. There's still light where darkness grows, and there's still love where we began. Looking out from where I stand. Where I stand,
Where I stand,
standing still will take its toll.
Thank you. Thank thank you again for being alive and clapping, and we can feel your energy up here. It's really good. I'm a little high.
Yeah, we are too.
Oh, good. It's mutual.
Yeah?
One day I will be old, gonna swim in the ocean all alone. One day I will be old, like a child's chased away. These young days won't stay. One day we'll be as old as the stars. Yes, and perhaps we already are. Your eyes could hold up the sky. Yeah, fill it with blue and make rain clouds dry. Someday I'll understand, and I'll know if all these waves are planned. Yeah. all alone. One day we'll be as old as the stars. Yes, and perhaps we all already are. Sewn in the lining of her coat, verses, sonnets, and prose, and she knows it's all just ribbons and bows. Some rhymes are harder, sometimes it shows, I suppose. Green falling in the middle of the day, blue skies fading to gray, whisked away. She sets off with words to explain all of the places her heart's been since dawn yesterday. Calm, walking down the street she's on, aimless, wandering and strong. Life moves on, one moment here and we're gone. Come round to find out it's been a song all along. Go to any other shore you know. Send me what you composed, highs and lows, whether of sun or of snow, whether it wilts in or whether it blooms like a rose. Sewn in the lining of her coat, verses, it's all just ribbons and bows. Some rhymes are harder, sometimes it shows, I suppose.
Thank you. That was another thing that pandemic shows gave us was transitions. Because there was no applause, we just decided to keep going, and then we found these ways of getting into other songs that were really fun, and so we started doing that more, and it's been fun to explore that.
I love it.
Yeah. Then we
Let's
get
not applaud our
encouragement.
transmissions. Number 3. I'm on 3.
I think are we getting less creepy or more creepy? I can't tell.
We're right on. Good? Thank
The creepy barometer.
Well, here's one that I don't think we ever played out before the pandemic. I don't think I'd finished writing it.
No.
I hadn't finished written it. And so yeah, this one kind of grew. I've been playing electric guitar a lot through some of the home shows because I don't have to bring everything. I don't have to bring more guitars and more amps. So I'm used to it on electric, but let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah? This one's called Kerosene.
It's not even on an album yet. It makes me so happy. You guys are awesome.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Word on the street now, don't repeat. He pays to look so clean. Scratch beneath that shiny suit, he's nothing but obscene. Say he's got a taste for kerosene. Carries it around in his canteen. Strikes a match just to set the scene. Ooh, fortune telling fables, he'll tell you to you plain. Sell you tale of sunshine when you're soaking wet with rain. Lie straight to your face and then complain. You don't tell the truth and that's his game. His biggest fear is that gonna fade. Hey, hey. He's a con man king. He leaves a trail of sins and next of kin. You'll steer clear if you're wise. I can tell you're tempted by the poison of his eyes. He bares his teeth while straightening out his tie. Pounds his chest, exaggerates his size. So this is where truth's gonna die. Oh, King Kerosene. his debts will be repaid. There'll be lines around the block to see this piper finally played.
Yeah.
I do think that deep down he is afraid he might lose his shine and then he's made. His biggest fear is that it's gonna fade away. He's a con man king. Word on the street now, don't repeat. He pays to look so clean. Scratched beneath that shiny suit, he's nothing but obscene. Say he's got a taste for kerosene. Carries it around in his canteen. Strikes a match just to set the scene. He's a con man king. King Kerosene.
Thank you.
Megan Smith.
Asked for your shoulder, not for your soul. You're either confused or don't listen at all. The lines are crooked, the colors are wrong. Lovers like us don't fit in a song. Can't catch the beat, you can't harmonize. I see you agree by the look in your eyes. Called into questions all that we knew, swimming in circles. What else can we do? Sink or swim? It's hard to decide. Drift in the current or drown in the tide. Can't catch the beat, can't harmonize. I see you agree by the look in your eyes. Half-lit the morning skies brush past our door. Yesterday's arguments tossed on the floor. Heads in the sand, our favorite disguise. Laid up in limbo, what's there to say? We can't
shoulder, not for your soul. You're either confused or don't listen at all. The kiss for now, but don't linger long. Lovers like us don't fit in a song. Lovers like us don't fit in a song.
Thank you. Thank you. Great. Thank you. I can get used to that. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. How you guys doing? You guys okay out there? This is the time in the concert where my inner voice is like, they're bored. They're bored and they don't want to be here. So I have to check in and say, everybody okay? We're going to do a few more and get Cassie up here to talk to you more. If you guys enjoyed this concert, you will enjoy every concert at Cassie's house, because the Bootleg, if nothing else, is a prime music venue. Even though it is in a private spot, it attracts really good musicians. Just all the way down the calendar. You guys should look it up, look on the website. So you guys, a lot of you know what I'm talking about, but it's going to be a good season. So.
One, two, three, four. It was an anthem of her own, and she sang it all alone, at the hour and the occasion of her choosing. Funny thing she said, that she never got to bed, but she doesn't think of all the sleep she's losing. Seems that late at night, when the crescent moon was bright, like a wry, wicked smile on the horizon. Devils in her dreams, she wakes up with a scream. I've seen the tricks and stitches God relies on. It wasn't just a boast, less a brag and more a toast to the friends who she had known through tribulations. A phantom in her bones, she always had been prone to the power and the pull of its persuasion. Oh, they'd waged and they had lost, and even won and still been tossed to the curb, but then they rose each time together. One thing that's for sure, though we never found a cure, we can ride out heartbreak like the weather. face down on the floor when a knock came at the door. The outside world was there and it was calling. Cordelia sang her tune on that fateful afternoon when the melody outplayed her fear of falling. Yes, she sang the anthem of her soul. There's so little we control, save the melody we sing while we are steering. Funny thing she said, that it may be in her head, but the love we lose is always reappearing. Oh, 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 oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. Do this one, then we'll get Cassie out.
Yeah.
Cassie, this is your one song warning, and then come on up. Does that work for you? Okay, cool.
Warning.
Warning. Yeah, I know.
Well, I can't sort of not think of Cassie when we do this song. This is one that we did. One of the first times we ever played it in front of people was here at the Tiki Lounge, and it made a big impression on Cassie, and that meant a lot to us. So I carry that with us when we play at other places. Turns out a lot of people have liked it so far, so it's really good. But when it's a new song, you just never know, and it's always that first time where you bring this little, like, fragile little thing to a group of people and you go, here you go. And so that was really helpful to have that positive experience. One of the first times we played it in front of people. And these people were a great audience to play it in front of, because you guys whooped and hollered and made us feel like it was a rock song of some kind, when really it's just like a little tune. Yeah, that meant a lot to us. So.
And we do like to play a song right before Cassie gets up that, she might still be crying. Well, this one's called Sadie's Song. You have no idea how much having a reaction like that means.
Yeah, and before times we'd just say nothing and be like, cool. And now if it happens, it's like, you guys, we have to explain to you how wonderful that feels. Because we know what it feels like without it now. And God bless our parents, but they do their best to tell us how wonderful they think our songs are. But it's our parents, and so we know they love us, and we know that there's a little bit of bias there. So.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It was a good day, breaking all the rules. Sadie lit the firecracker, first to dare, and I was first to run.
crimson hair, rival in the sun. Sadie said, don't listen when they tell you that you're just a little girl. Skinned my knees, tore my new blue jeans, climbing over fences when it suited us to feel a bit more free. It was a good day, showing all them fool boys, doing all the things they said weren't for us, they just weren't meant for girls. Crooked smile, freckles cross her nose, made up constellations, told me all the places we were bound to go. We drop in to every church in town, looked in through the stained glass window, tried to find the one God hung around. Northern lights slung across the sky, the banks of Lake Ontario, silver green reflecting in our eyes. Made our pledge right there on the shore, swore we'd never let them win. Stars came spilling down over our heads. Sunlight spills across my table, bright and cold as steel. Sunrise, I am trying to remember, were those dreams or real? All my words fall shy of a rival, still my heart can feel. Kept my word, I never let them win. Sadie's been inside my head, whispering in my ear all this time. Sadie's been inside my head, whispering in my ear all this time.
thank you. Please welcome our host tonight. Oh, thank you.
If I didn't know they were the nicest people in the world, I would think you're cruel. I sing that song before I have to come up and talk to people. Like I told him that first night he played it here, it's like, you know, I grew up in a little town and I was a scrawny little big-eared buck-toothed weirdo. And I didn't have a Sadie, but when he sings that I feel like I do. And that's why it touches me like this every single time. You know, when we were missing music during COVID, this is what we were missing. Right? Doesn't matter if it's a 60,000 person arena or 1,000. Just doesn't get any better than this. And I just, sorry, I'm a little verklempt. Pull it together. It's these guys, man. All right, so I'm going to talk. I thought you left. She is so good about that. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? If any of the musicians that are on this list that are coming up are on the live stream, which they're probably not, but if they are, you got to follow this. Just saying. Man. So in 2 weeks we have Bobby Halverson, and I believe in points of connections. A lot of people ask me like, how do I get artists here? And they come to me different ways. But I love points of connections, and oftentimes, you know, artists who have been here who recommend other artists, I take that as that's usually a really good sign. And Casey Lipka, who I am a big fan of, who's been here a couple times, you know, solo and also with Dear Darling. Bobby was living down in LA, and he recently moved back to Sacramento, and he's starting up, trying to do music up here. And she said, if you can get Bobby, have him. And I trust, you know, Casey came to me through Rick Lauder, who came to me through Tracy Walton, and I just love those kinds of points and connections. So Bobby's going to be here in 2 weeks. He's a solo artist, and I don't have a lot of solo artists. He was like, do I have an opening act? I'm like, nope, just you, Bobby. Bring it. And then in early May on 5/7, I've got Vintage Vandals. They found me on the internets, and they are a rockabilly band, which I cannot believe. I've never had a rockabilly band here before, but I haven't, and I'm very excited about them. And then Jessica Malone, who's been here a couple times, she's going to come back in May. And this time bring like a band of 16 or something. No, it's like 8, but I think it's 8. And so we'll obviously be out there on the big stage, and then like we're gonna bring it back, and then we have Backyard Baroque Quartet. They're gonna be playing like, you know, a couple of 100 years old instruments and talking about the instruments and the music, and I'm really excited about that. And then Duo Quartet, which is Chris Webster, Nina Gerber, and a couple of gals from Blame Sally. I've been trying to have here for about 5 years. So I'm really excited about that. And there's a lot more. And if you go to the bathroom, there's schedules, you know, in the bathroom. Or you can go to the website, either one. Don't take a pee on my website. Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. Oh, so anyway, so with that, you know, it's like I feel like if I get up here and I stop these guys from doing the absolute, you know, and magic gets overused, but this is definitely magic, that I have to try and use my time wisely. And you know, it kills me, Megan. You know, it's such an artist thing to say, like, are they quiet out there because they're bored? I mean, you know, like when you look up in the sky or something, you see that V of geese, and you hear them, and you're sort of like stunned into beautiful silence. If you feel any sort of silent, you know, if you feel that, I can feel it, right? You guys can feel it. We're just like, mesmerized. I heard a gentleman, like, I just feel like you had brought us into this just incredible bubble, and we're just like. So if there's any silence, that's what it's about. It's just when you see something and hear something so beautiful, it's kind of great. It stops the noise. Stops the noise. And so you've stopped the noise for us tonight.
Thank you so much.
So I'm going to stop my noise. I'm going to give it back to these guys. Thank you guys for being here. You're beautiful.
That's the reason why we do this show. I mean, all of you too, but to have someone welcome us like Cassie does, and special. Now I'm just looking out and I'm seeing. It's not picturing the audience naked. It's just a bunch of geese. Just geese. Naked geese.
Thank you, Sam, for that vivid image, which I will not be able to wipe from my mind. All right, let's continue.
This is another new one. A lot of these new songs ended up kind of felt like they sort of were written before the last 2 years, or were early in their time with us, and so it's almost like they helped get us through in a lot of ways, and kind of what I was writing about in some of them, especially this one, seemed like, wow. How did we know that we were going to need this kind of stuff for ourselves? And so it got its original inspiration from a Dylan Thomas poem, one of my favorites, and I just kind of wanted to pay a little tribute to that in the first line of the song, and then I just let it go, like some geese say, just.
It's the running
Fully
gag.
clothed geese. Yeah. And he was talking about geese? All right. This is really serious, okay? It's called Silence of the Sun.
Like the force that drives the flower, moves the marrow in my bones. Like a star is born dying, like the water cars the stone. I have tread a path steady, I've been laid out on the road. I have felt love's lightness as I've trembled 'neath the load. The voice that fell silent is the very voice I need, yet it cloaks its wisdom as it whispers from the weeds. I will find out later it was always in my lungs, but for now I'm breathless like the silence of the sun. In the longing hours of morning, I lay lingering in a dream where I stood upon a levee, holding back a raging stream. fortress in the flood. Like the stars all dwell in darkness, we will shine on just the same. Staggered to a candle and rise to light the flame. And the candle casts a shadow on the wall across the way. Like the light surrounds the darkness in the early hours of day. Like the force that drives the flower, moves the marrow in my bones. Like a star is born dying, like the water carves the stone. I have tread a path steady, I've been laid out on the road. I have felt love's lightness as I've trembled neath the load. I have tread a path steady, I've been laid out on the road. I have felt love's lightness as I've trembled neath the load.
Thank you very much. Oh yeah, this is.
I've got a hunger deep as the water, future as bright as a murder of crows.
Sometimes I feel like a fatherless daughter, motherless child, nobody knows.
Chest to the earth, eyes on the spotter, flick of the wrist, everyone goes. Sometimes I feel like lamb to the slaughter, everyone sees me right through my clothes. Carry the songs, stories and textures, try not to think about what has been sold. Where are the hands, where are the gestures? Yesterday's comfort is already cold.
our children lost and scattered, swept through the waves to sleep on the shore. Finally arrive, what does it matter? Freedom here might be worse than war. Got a hunger deep as the water. Future is bright as a murder of crows. Sometimes I feel like a fatherless daughter, a motherless child that nobody knows.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I do outside to finish? After that? Yeah? I'm just glad there's not a mic up here. They can't hear me. How about a couple more? Are you guys up for that?
Got it.
Oh boy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Oh, you guys can sing along if you want, of course. I hope you do.
Good.
I don't know if I'm ready yet, I've only just begun. Even though it's been so long since my eyes first saw sun, I had slept like in love, always bet the underdog. Now I'm praying that my pony comes around. So please don't weep when I've gone, when I've gone. Come downstairs, clear the chairs, and sing all my favorite songs. The love I have known is twice what I had shown, but I'll pay it back in kind next time around. I never thought I'd stay here, I was only passing through. Done my crimes and wasted time, been unkind and true. The sliding was slow, but I climbed from the hole. Now I find myself dancing in the sun. So please don't weep when I've gone, when I've gone. Come downstairs, clear the chairs, and sing all my favorite songs. The love I have known is twice what I have shown, but I
bound to fade. And it may be you don't disagree at all. Odds will rub you right, win, lose or draw. Anyway, the trick is staying until you call.
Yeah.
Songs rang out as I came in. Music filled my ears. When I go, I do propose, singing through our tears. You get what you give. You learn as you live, and leave nothing but love behind. So please don't weep when I've gone. When I've gone, come downstairs, clear the chairs, and sing all my favorite songs of love. I had no hope, these twice what I had shown, but I'll pay it back in kind next time around. Oh, I'll pay it back in kind next time, round. Oh, and oh, yeah.
That's Megan Smith. That song has never sounded better. Thank you. Is that what you want to do? Want to finish your cut? Or upset? What do you think?
No, let's do America. That's perfect. Wow.
I swear that we just need to take all of you with us. To get, like, we hear that backbeat,
Yeah.
but it's not always
And
there.
the backup singers.
And the backup singers, oh my God.
Doing that from home for 2 days.
Yeah.
You sound really good. That was so much fun.
You don't know how many times we've talked to you. Like, here we're at. Whooping and hollering.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, what a joyous night. Thank you so much for being here.
Wow.
Yeah, you're so welcome. We have
Never gonna forget that. That
I
was
know.
amazing.
and it's recorded.
It is. It's true.
We have shows
fun.
coming up. We're starting to get back out there a little bit more, and you know, as with a lot of things in the world, it's not like we can just go, all right, we're back, and just get back to it, because there's a lot of things that, you know, we're shifting, and, you know, we learned, oh, that actually didn't work. So let's do
So
some
we're not
things.
going to do that
Yeah.
anymore, yeah.
But we're all that's just to say that we're starting to do some shows. We're going to be at the Davis Music Festival, which is celebrating,
Yeah,
10 years.
Please come out,
It-
actually, if
it-
you can.
10 years of this festival. They were going to celebrate the 10th anniversary 2 years ago. So it's the 10th, 12th anniversary, 12th, 10th anniversary. But it's such a great festival. It takes place downtown in a bunch of different venues, 2 days of music, 3 almost full days of music. So we're going to be there. We're going to be out at Roostaller Brewery out next month. And other places too that I'm forgetting. But,
We're going to be in Fresno at the end of this month.
Yeah.
The Fresno Folklore Society has invited us to come, and we're going to be playing in a garden, which is going to be exciting. And it's going to be really cool. Joe Craven assures me it's the most awesome, it's the most awesome thing to do. So it can't be more awesome than this. We know that, but it should be really, really, really wonderful. And they've been really kind to us. We had to cancel in October because of rain, not because of COVID. It was outside, so we were going to do it.
See, weather again.
But then we had rain, and now we don't have rain, unfortunately. But that's okay, because we're going to go play a concert in Fresno. So if you have friends down there, or you know anybody who'd like to come out, just send them over to our website, and all the information is there. And also, I'll just say one more thing about the Davis Music Fest. All the proceeds actually go towards arts and education, and actually some science education in schools. And so it is really a wonderful festival, and it's a really good cause. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we weren't sure if that was an officially being announced yet, but we also can we call it like a sister house concert, sort of like, like sister cities, because Robin's Nest in Davis, it's where we live. Well, we don't live at Robin's, but we've asked her many times.
We wish we did.
Could we just stay tonight and then continue to stay? But we have had she has such wonderful musicians play there, and it's a gorgeous setting out in her backyard, and we're celebrating her getting back to her house. And we're just thrilled to get back out there. It's some of our favorite shows over the last 18 years have been out there.
It's been such a touchstone for us, and we look forward to it so much every year, and it's been so missed the last couple of years, so we're really, really excited to play again. And Robin is really one of the best people on the planet, so she provides an amazing vibe at her house concert too, and it's really laid back and really lovely. There's always at least 3 or 4 inside jokes by the end of the night, and it's always a really fun time. So
tends to be less creepy. I save the creepy material for here.
You can save the creepy for the bootleg.
Yeah. I know my audience.
I don't know what's happening.
All right.
18 years, and now we've taken a left turn. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not going to make an 18-year-old joke. I'm just not going to do it, okay? I'm not going to do it. Gosh. So I love it. We tend to pepper in stuff like that in between these really like heartfelt songs. Just,
Gotta cleanse the palate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleanse the palate with the creepiness. And
Yeah. Really I'm looking forward to the songs.
Anyway, thanks for coming out tonight. You guys are amazing.
Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag. So we bought a pack of cigarettes, and Mrs. Wagner pies, and walked off to look for America. Kathy, I said as we boarded a Greyhound in Pittsburgh, Michigan seems like a dream to me now. It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. I've come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera.
toss me a cigarette. I think there's one in my raincoat. We smoked the last one an hour ago. So I looked at the scenery. She read her magazine, and the moon rose over an open field. Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. Well, I'm empty and aching, and I don't know why. Counting the cars on the New Jersey Turnpike, they've all come to look for America. All come to look for America. All come to look for America. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Thank you. I think we better play one more.
You want to play one more?
Yeah, let's do Upside.
Okay, let's do it. All right, we'll play one more.
Thank you so much, you guys.
That's the thing, now that we're playing in public again, we can't just be like, well, sorry, and turn off the internet.
As if we'd want to after
No.
that.
I don't know, something about playing that song and in the quiet moment hearing like this, the wind out there, and it's just, man. All right, we'll send you out with a song that's all about the silver lining, and this is a song that I really realized that that a lot of our songs, and when I'm writing the lyrics anyway, that I'm writing towards hope, because sometimes you don't need hope when you're hopeful, and so I was kind of writing towards that light. It's called Everything is Black. No, I'm just kidding.
That's like when he tells everybody about how Mount Tamalpais means so much to him, and he wrote this song, and it's called Mount Diablo. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie.
I should say we do have a song called Tamalpais, and
Oh yeah.
we played a show last night at a private party for kind of the opening of a wedding weekend for this couple.
It was lovely.
It was a really, really fun event, and
People were
we didn't
lovely.
know anyone there, but it was just such a joyous occasion, and they didn't know us, especially the son of the bride, or the brother of the bride.
One of them didn't know
One
us.
of them
The
didn't.
rest of them
Yes,
did.
yes,
Yeah.
the brother, yes, the parents knew who we were and had watched a lot of our shows online.
were really
They were in
cool.
front of two, just a wonderful, very sweet family. But there was a communication missing between giving their son the name of the band, and all he got was, "Oh, the band's called Tamalpais. That's so cool." So the introduction became
And he knew we were gonna sing a song about Mount Tam
Mount Tam.
for the couple because they kind of got together on Mount Tam, which
Yeah.
was the whole point.
And so the introduction was, and he was a very nice guy, and he could be watching. No, he's at the wedding tonight. But he very, very, jubilant introduction of Mount Tam, playing Mount Tam. So we've had our names mispronounced, written on marquees. One venue had 3 different spellings of the name.
It was amazing.
It was Misner and Smith, Wisner and Smith, and
Miser
then
and Smith.
Miser and Smith, all in the same venue.
Morgan and Smith was the one I liked the
Yeah,
best.
that was good.
That was really interesting.
Yeah.
So much so that one of our friends still calls me Morgan to this day, just as a joke, and it's stuck.
Swedish folk music.
Yeah,
We got
that
that
was
once. I have no idea.
Meisner and Smith, Swedish folk music. And we were like, do you know any Swedish songs?
No.
Okay.
That sounds so similar to like American folk music. It's amazing. All right.
All right,
What
we'll
were we-
send you off with some hopefulness.
Yes, yeah, that. Yeah, let's get back to that.
Someday you'll feel better, strange as it sounds. You'll pull your soul from the tether, lift off the ground. Don't tread the trail of a failure, others believe. Steer clear just like a sailor, judging the seas. Maybe you're falling, maybe you're falling down, maybe you're falling, maybe you'll crawl to higher ground. Bogged down, stuck in the middle, shackled and tied. Sometimes life's just a riddle, answers arise. I know it feels like drowning, the questions and fear. Trust now, the pressure pounding will soon disappear. Maybe we're falling, maybe we're falling down, maybe we're falling, maybe we'll crawl to higher ground. Stand in the sun. See now the darkness fading, so shrug off the gloom. Deep down, hope is waiting. You'd better make room.
Better make room,
Better make room.
better make room,
Better make room.
better make room.
guys are the best. Thank you.